Yo, 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 yo! Big up yourselves and welcome back to the channel. Or, if you're new here, welcome anyway. I hope you enjoy the videos. Yeah, that's that. But yeah, big up yourselves. Thank you for all your continued support. I do appreciate it. If you are new here, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And we are well on our way to 5k. That's what we want to be hitting by the end of the year, and you can help me do that. So bash that button, press like, leave a little comment, let me know what you think of the video. We move. Anyway, in today's video still saying we, it's not we, I am wiring an extension on the back of a house. It used to have like a little lean-to thing up. The builder's knocked it down, built a lovely extension. It's going to have bifolds at the back, lantern in the roof, all that jazz, but I'll show it you when we get in there. Yeah, so we're literally just wiring sockets, spots. We're going to be taking the feed from the garage because we've changed the board previously. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put the card up here. But yeah, we changed the board and there is a circuit that goes into the garage for lighting and for power. So we'll be extending that round and taking it into the extension and getting power in there. So yeah, while I get all the gear out, run that thing! So here's the plan. Boards in there, which you've seen. Cables come across this ceiling and into, oh, it's a bit dark, into this garage here. If you can see it, there's your 1.5 for the lighting. There's the 2.5 for the power. So it's all a bit of a mess at the minute where it's been ripped about. So we'll tidy all that up. We'll use our 2.5mm feed, which is going to come down. We'll probably put a socket on this wall, come across and put a socket on that wall, and that way when the buyers come they can do what they want in here. It's all ready to go. We'll put a light switch down on that wall if we can, put a light switch down there, and then we'll feed a couple of LED buttons or just pendants in here, and then we'll come through into the extension. Look at that, nice. It's all open still, so I'm going to get soaked because once again it's raining. If there's a chance rain's going to get on me, it will, as you know. So in here, we're going to have, I've got to disconnect that as well. That was on this wall before they knocked it through. We're going to have a low level socket there, socket on the wall for a TV. We're going to be putting single box next to each, HD lead buried in the wall, nice. We're then going to put socket down in that corner, socket in that corner, socket in that corner, and then somewhere, probably on one of these studs, nibs to be fair, put a light switch straight through to feed spots in here. What my plan is probably going to be one centre of the lantern, one centre of the lantern matching, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So nice and easy job. They don't want any outside lights, anything like that. So yeah, should be nice. I'll go and get the gear in. Have I just tried turning the lights on? Yes, I have. Is there a tube in there? No, there's not. That's exactly like, you know, when you work at a job and you've just turned the power off and they say, do you want me to make you a drink before you start? Well, yeah, I would have. Yeah, actually. But not now, no, because the power's off. Because I've started. You dogs. Anyway, first thing I'm going to do is rip all the old stuff out and then see where we are from there. What's that? That's enough pulling on that, you know what I mean? I'll get these cut out now and then start on the lighting. Here's where we're at then. Everything ripped out, so it's a nice fresh canvas for us. These are our feeds coming in from the board. So I've pulled on the 1.5 and it was junction boxed in that ceiling. So that's our 1.5 for the lighting. This is our 2.5 for the power. So my plan is I'm probably going to put a socket here somewhere. Then I'm going to come across through all the joists and put a socket this side. I'm going to put the light switch back where it was over here somewhere. I know it's a bit away from the door, but that bit's got a ceiling on, so I'm not going to be able to get through there without damaging it. So light switch there. I'm probably going to put pendant or feed for a light there, and probably pendant or feed for a light on this joist here. Nice. And then I'll come through. What I'm probably going to do is try and get through to here maybe. So drill through there up high, keeping our zone, which is 150. It'll either come down here or we'll go across the ceiling line and then drop down into the centre there for a light switch. And I'm probably going to come through here somewhere for power. So straight through that joist there, through the wall. That should take us roughly into here. There is a loft space above this, so if I do drill and it's a little bit high, I can get up there and drop it down. The only thing that is worrying me is the thickness of that. I haven't got very thick wood bits, to be fair. Whether I take it into that steel and round and clip back in, I don't know. I would imagine this is being dabbed anyway, so that's quite set back. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll drill through, take it down into the steel and across and back up and through that bay there. We're still within 150 of the ceiling, so that's nice. Yeah, that's about it. I'm going to start getting these cables round in here. I'm going to put a few fire clips in the ceiling here just in case, because it could be used as a fire escape out there. Not that you can get through anywhere in here, because I think this is getting blocked up. In fact, I'm not sure. This might have a door. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to be using fire clips. I'll just put one every metre, something like that, just to support it a bit better. Nice. Go and get some cable then. Just while I start getting these joists drilled, this is what I'm going to be using. So it is fast 4 or fast access. Don't know, 50% shorter though. So CK sent us these a few weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to try them yet, so you're going to try them with me. They look pretty good. We usually use the Bosch flat bits, the blue bits, but this could be a contender. Those Bosch bits are sick, but we'll give it a go anyway. See how we get on, you know. So yeah, they're decent. That little video, battery was dead. Put a fresh battery in, and it literally flies through, but there's no more holes for me to drill. If there is, I'll show you. But while we're on the subject of things that I've been sent, check these out from V12 Footwear. So these have been sent to us for a review. Obviously I've left it a few weeks, couple of months, just to get my bearings, see what they're like. I don't want to review anything unless I haven't used it or if I don't like it. But these are awesome. They're very, very comfy. Steel toe cap. They've got sole protection for if you tread on nail and ting. They've got moisture wick lining, so if you've got sweaty feet like me, it keeps them nice and cool and dry. You also get a pair of laces which are supporting the Vanderbuilders charity, and £5 from every pair sold goes to that charity. So you better go and get yourself some. Who doesn't give to charity? Come on. I'll leave the link in the description so you can have a look at them. But yeah, they're really comfy, they're awesome. Like I say, I've had a few months out of using them. And yeah, wicked. Check them out. More importantly though, you can run rapid in them. Nice. So now all they're drilled out, we can start pulling the cable in. So what I'm going to do, that junction box where the 1.5 comes from the board, I'm going to literally take a cable now through our holes hither, and this is going to be our feed to our light switch in the garage. That should do we. I'll clip these round after. I'm going to get all the cables in first and then go around tidying up, putting the sockets on if we can, or probably just the first socket because that'll still be dead in there. So that's going to be connected into our JB there, and then it's going to feed our switch down here. So what I'm going to do is probably clip it along that joist there. I'm going to drill a hole. Actually, I'll probably just clip it round. Clip it under this double joist if you can see that, and then down to our light switch there. That will feed the garage in here. I'm then going to come off with another feed straight through that wall where I showed you on that nib, and then down to feed the switch for the extension. So we can come out of this switch now with our outgoing. We'll mark that up so that we know what's what when we come in second fix. And then I'm going to take one to here, one to that next one. Nice. So then, this outgoing from the switch will be a pendant there, and I'm just going to take one straight down that joist to feed the light behind you. So for now, I'm going to clip it in normal clips, just plastic clips, get it all the way around, and then I'm going to be putting, every now and then, these are fire clips, so these are metal. If there's a fire, these won't melt. The cable will, so I don't know what that's about. The cable will melt first, well the outer will, but this should support it to stop anyone. If a fireman or anyone has to come in, they're reaching across the walls if it's full of smoke. If a cable droops down, they're getting trapped, which obviously won't end well. This will stop that happening. So I'm just going to put one every metre or so just to support it a bit more and obviously give us that fire rating. Just finishing off clipping these round now. This is what I meant about the fire clips. So every now and then we'll put one of them just to support it in case there's ever a fire. I've come round, this 2.5 here is going to go over to our socket over there in a minute. But I've come through the wall there in that bay. I've wired, that one's got to go over to there, so there's a double socket there. I've come over to this one, double socket there. I've then gone up and round that steel, if you can see it. Up and round there, and then dropping down to another socket there. Back up and over to a socket on the wall and a socket down below. I've got to put 2 single boxes next to these to put some HD leads in, so that'll be nice. But I'm just, I've drilled out the holes ready for the all band, and I've cut the oval the right length. So I'm going to get some all band out now, get these done. There's no point you watching these because it's the same on every job, and then we will move on to the lighting. Now that all the capping's done, check this out, plasterers, if you're watching. I know you watch, Ollie. Always thinking of you, mate. Look at that, hey? Look at that, they ain't in your way, are they? Nice. Right, next thing, and near enough last thing we've got to do, I've got to make a way through here. What I'm going to do is drill a hole straight through. I know from when I did that hole there that the ceiling in there is quite a bit lower than this side. So what I'm probably going to do is drill up from in there on an angle, hopefully get about there. That way it can come in our zone, drop down to our switch, and then what we'll probably have to do is, can we get across that? No. We'll probably have to drop down and go around that steel. So round the steel and then back off into the ceiling to feed our spots. So this block, where it changes from the brick, that's our new extension bit. So there's the nib here. I've measured from this block in the other side, and it's roughly about 61 inches to where we want to be drilling. Measured the same this side, and it's roughly in line with that mortar course there, which would explain, you know, the nib and then the block work. So I'm going to get the drill out now. What I'm going to do is drill up at an angle, only a slight angle, and hopefully pop out in there. It's drilled through, and then check this out. You're going to be proud of this. Oh, look at that. Precision drilling from JRC. Big up me. And voila. Here is, he says, here is our feed for the lighting. So we're going to put a switch there, and then we'll come off and wrap around the steel, like I said, to get us into that room. Right, on to the next bit. Now that that's boxed and capped, this cable coming round here, I will tidy that up in a minute, but I might leave it loose, because I'm not sure whether they'll be building a boxing round that steel or not. I don't know. I will ask the builder there. So this is our cable that comes through for the first spot. We're going to then bounce around into these bays, which I'll go through in a minute. But if you look up there, you can see that Celotex there, which means that this roof's been fitted with a warm deck. So the insulation's above the ceiling. So if you can see that ceiling there, and then the Celotex above, which means that these bays won't be filled with Celotex. They might have a bit of rock wool in or something like that, but we haven't got to worry about any gaps or anything for our spots. We can basically put our spots where we want and they won't be covering them over, which is awesome. I don't know why all builders don't do that, but they don't. It's probably more expensive. Price of Celotex is a joke, isn't it? Price of everything's a joke, to be fair. So first thing I'm going to do for these spots, because all the walls are being dabbed, we can't really get a true reading off it. What I tend to do is put my hand there, measure off my hand. It's roughly a board in a dab, because I'm a big guy, you get me? But yeah, first thing we can do is measure the centre of this opening. So 23¼ inch. I'm measuring all sorts, don't I? Inches, centimetres, whatever's easiest. So I've put a line there. We can see that bay is available for us to put a spot in. Should be the same over this side. Fall off your ladder, Jack. Should be the same over here. 23¼ Yeah, so that bay's open. We're nice there, and I know that we're nice here because I can see it. I haven't got to measure it. I will measure it because I've got to take a measurement for the spots, you know what I mean? But yeah, we know we can get centre. We know we can get centre of these because there's nothing there. And we know we can get a spot in line there because there's nothing there. Next thing I'm going to do is take my camera in because it's raining again. One of the last things we need to do is make our measurements. So with this bit of scrap I found on the floor, we're going to draw them out. Yes, I'm left-handed. No, I'm not a witch. I'm a wizard. We've got our measurements now, so centre, 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 and then I've come 20 centimetres off the lantern over to that, 20 centimetres off the lantern over to that. That'll give us this line, this line, this line, everything we need. I've got a picture on my phone now, so when I come back, I've got the plan, I can do it from there. I will chuck the stud buddy on the ceiling just to double check because I don't know how thick the distance from the actual lantern starts to the woodwork, so, but the stud buddy will tell us. So that's it for the downlights. They're all clipped round nicely. Coiled up so the plasterer can just board over. That cable I have left loose there, and I've also left one loose, just looping under there. They can do what they want with that when they board over it. I've got two single back boxes, one there, one there. I'll pull an HD lead through, and then I am out of here. No, I'm not. I've got that feed to pull in and that feed to pull in. It's just got to be clipped round to the point, and then I actually am out of here. We done? I'm done. Not we. Not we. I'm done. Nice job. Very nice job. It'll be really nice, that place will, when it's done. I have got to come back and fit the HD lead because I didn't have one long enough, so I've ordered a 5 metre one off Amazon. I'll get that clipped in, and then this is done. Yeah, awesome. Big up yourselves for coming back. Big up yourselves if you're new. Big up everybody. Yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a little comment, let us know what you think, and also check out those V12 boots on the link in the description. Big up yourselves. See you later. Ta-ra.